Magnified optics or CQB red dots? We may have the ultimate answer in this episode of the Gear Guide. Having to pick between reflex sights for CQB or magnified for outdoors can be an expensive endeavor, and if you play in a mount facility like we do that has both environments, you're really stuck with either one optic or the other, and you can't cash in on the benefits of both. Well, Bravo may have the answer with their latest optic offering, the variable Shortdot Scope. Now, if you aren't familiar, Shortdot Scopes are a new class of optic that allow you to adjust the magnification from a low power setting to a high one. Now, externally, the Bravo Shortdot Scope is made of aluminum and coated in this great satin black finish, which is really nice quality, especially for that price point. It includes covered adjustable windage and elevations that move the crosshairs at 1/4 inch out to 100 yards, which provides way more adjustability than you're gonna need for airsoft engagements. And they also give you this set of scope covers, clear in the front and yellow in the back, so if it's kind of an overcast day, it'll allow for a little enhancement and protect the glass when not in use. But keep in mind, these are plexiglass, these aren't like a harder material, so these are not gonna protect you from BB strikes. And they even include a set of high-rise 30mm scope rings in the box, so you've got everything you need to get this thing going from day one. But if you want something different, you can bolt on any 30mm scope mounts, including the QD one we have right here. Now, sighting it in, the image is actually very clear, and we were really impressed with how sharp and clean the glass was, and the eye relief really isn't that bad either. The sweet spot's right around like 1.5 to 2.5 inches from this eyepiece for optimal viewing. But by having a close eye relief, it gets you to put the optic back farther and adds that weight closer to your shoulder, which makes your weapon easier to maneuver for CQB and limits that felt weight of having something that's heavy down at the end of your rifle. But the downside of the eye relief is that it does decay off rather fast when you move closer or farther from the eyepiece. So you're gonna spend a few minutes getting it set up to the way you like, but once you do, it's good. So the eye relief really isn't a deal breaker. In fact, this scope has much better eye relief than most of the airsoft replicas you've seen out there, like those ACOGs and all that. This is far superior. Now, the Bravo 1.25 by 4.5 by 26mm optic here has an adjustable focus on the eyepiece, so you can really dial in the sharpness of the milled dot crosshair that's actually non-illuminated. They actually went no illumination, but that also keeps the price down, so you can really get this thing set just right for your eye's focus. But there's another adjustment that really makes this optic shine. Right here on the back is the Magnification Adjustment, and it works by turning counterclockwise, and you can indefinitely adjust the magnification from a CQB-friendly 1.25 times magnification all the way up to a 4.5 power sniper-friendly application. Now, for AEGs, we found the sweet spot was kind of right here in the middle at around 2.5 times. It really kind of lets you look out and see your opponents there in most skirmish fields that are actually pretty good size, but still be able to keep an eye on that BB. But if you had a sniper rifle, you can definitely just crank this thing all the way to 4.5, and you can be getting those headshots if that's all your target is presenting to you. And the best part is, from what we can tell in our tests, even when making these adjustments, it holds zero really well. So you can actually make those fast on-the-fly adjustments and not have to compensate for a crosshair move or any kind of drift like that when moving from that 1.25 power anywhere up to that 4.5 power. You know, in CQB games, when you dial it back to that 1.25 setting, we actually were able to shoot really no problem with both eyes open, which is a good thing considering that I'm actually left eye dominant, which makes that a real big challenge. And I really didn't have that big of a difference. Yeah, there's a slight larger magnification going to be, in my case, my right eye, which is my off eye, than my left, but I was still being able to hit targets standing there no problem. And if you guys are right eye dominant, like the majority of the people out there, you're going to have no issue at all running this as a slightly magnified red dot scope. So bottom line, we really enjoyed the Bravo 1.25 by 4.5 by 26mm scope with its lightweight, adjustable zoom, and really clear image. It's earned a permanent spot on our go-to skirmish AEG. And if you guys want to pick one up for yourself, you can find the Bravo Short Dot for around $75 US at your favorite local or online airsoft retailer. So what'd you think of the Short Dot? And actually, better yet, what do you guys think of optics at all in airsoft? I know a lot of people don't even run them in the first place. They run iron sights. I've even seen guys go total bare top on their guns and kind of shoot the thing paintball style, you know, kind of up like this. But I want to hear what you guys use. Do you run a red dot? Do you run magnified optics? Does that matter to you? Or do you guys just, trace the BBs out because you can actually see them in flight? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, when you get a chance, don't forget to go check out airsoftology.com and our web store over there. We got the link right over here below us as well. I got a whole bunch of new swag in and some patches and things like that. So hit it up. And if you guys want to give me support, it'd be freaking awesome. And that is it for this episode of the Gear Guide. I'll be back in the next episode where I look at a brand new magnified optic that's so powerful I can actually see the future. And you know what? I'm going to share all the winning lottery numbers with you guys. So you better watch.